Oh, I also got to make sure the stream is properly working on YouTube.
I can't wait until people hear me eating.
How the fuck do I see my stream on YouTube on my mobile device? Oh, there we go. I'm live. Perfect. Uh, right. I was saying, I knew I was ready to write the script when I thought of that joke. So, hello, one and all. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I am your host, the Whispering Gardener Show, as you are well aware. Here to bring you a digital tale. Digimon Paradise, Session 0. Before we get into this, let's introduce our players, our actors for today's session. Starry, who will be playing Tony Jones. Say hi to the audience, Starry.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm
And,
excited to be hanging out with you tonight.
and Blink, our
Hello.
Impmon.
I am Blink. I am playing Impmon.
Let's give them a round of applause. So, just for the 411, this is the 0 session. This will be following, well, not following anything, just a hint as to how this campaign is going to work. The one row engine, combat, God forbid combat, and I guess just an idea of the world, I suppose. What characters and players can get into or can expect, such and so forth, like that. So we're gonna start. Not yes on this white screen because there is no waiting title screen yet. This is the alpha version if it's anything. So we're gonna start on a college campus in a dorm room where the distant sound of a party can be heard. Sitting at his desk on his laptop working on an assignment is a young man by the name of Tony Jones. He's a freshman in college, but he's pretty confident that he has a degree in the bag. Tonight, he's working on an essay. He's going to be the first person in his class to finish it. He hears the party, but he doesn't miss it all that much. Tony, what are you saying to yourself right now?
I'm just looking forward to when the teacher gives me a 101 because they're just so proud of my effort that I put into these assignments. And I put in so many little small nuances that it's just perfect. This is going to be great.
All right. And
I hope they're having fun at that party over there. Or party. That's a word for it.
all right. So Tony, as you're clicking away at your laptop, for whatever reason, it freezes up suddenly. You click and click and click, but the
Good
word
thing I make sure to always save frequently.
the words
Proper data management is key.
the words aren't moving. They're not going anywhere. Your screen even seems to be glitching for a moment. You kind of have to rub your eyes. But as it glitches more and more, you swear there's almost a hole in your laptop's monitor. And you see something on the other side. You take a closer look. And you feel something kind of pulling you, tugging you. You start swirling. Yes, you feel yourself spiraling and you get pulled into your laptop. You are falling, falling, falling until, nope, not there, until you find yourself in some sort of tomb where a strange robed figure stands before you. Now, Tony, I don't have a character for you, but we're going to put you on the map just to indicate that, yeah, you are right there. Just terrible pond for this. Hold on. Hold on. We can go grab a P crew real quick. Hold on. This is what we call professional work here. But you see, when you're doing a zero campaign, sometimes it gets patched and things just gotta go from there. So just find a good P crew for this moment. Throw
Does
something
Tony
together.
does Tony have a roommate?
He probably does. Let's say yes.
Jesse like spike my fruit water? This doesn't seem right. This ain't real, right? This can't be real. This doesn't just happen. This is something crazy.
Damn. Now would be the perfect time to respond. However, give me a bit
You're
more.
not gonna finish your essay.
That could work, but also I think that one has more personality.
There's a lot of glee in that echo. Not gonna finish that stupid essay now, are ya, Tony?
Well, he was gonna be the first to finish, but
Oh, it's okay. I always keep a backup on the cloud. I can pull it up on my phone and wait a second. It's not connecting.
Who's
I
mad?
hope your teacher doesn't give you an extension.
No. Almost. And there we go. Yes, and there we go. Something a bit messier. Messier. There we go. No. Change the color. God, this is too pastel. Give me a moment.
Getting real messy over there.
Hold on, Ashu. Let me dip your hand in some water real quick. We'll clean you up. We'll clean you up.
Let's see.
No, the weakness. The thing is gone. No.
Oh
How
no.
sure did you do this?
What'd I do?
It's supposed to like display whatever weakness or resistances there is whenever you put in your type, but it's gone now.
I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, it's gone. Oh, it's over here. Never mind. False alarm. Carry on.
Carry on my
This'll do.
wayward song.
Wait, is it working now?
There'll be peace when you are done. You heard this song earlier at work. Don't
We're gonna
you
get
cry.
copyright
Crying.
strike
Oh.
for this
Oh, fuck.
rad music.
You're right. I gotta be careful.
Quick, someone sing a Kanye song. Those aren't copyrighted.
I don't really know things.
You got this. Yes. This will do.
I can't carry a tune. YouTube will never
Beautiful.
discover what I was singing. Well, thank you.
Why would you carry a tune? I thought you'd sing it.
Yeah, like in your knapsack.
Yeah.
For
Can I
safekeeping.
can I put the song in my bag of
Holding?
bag of holding.
I thought you were thinking of like a clever way of saying holding, but making it musical.
That would have been
Back of
clever.
holding just kind of says it all.
Fair enough.
It's like BAM.
Bag of
Bam.
guitar holding. I don't know.
What is this? Oh, that's a shirt
The
underneath the
guitar
hoodie.
case of holding.
Great.
Your hymnal of songs.
The what?
Your hymnal of songs.
Hymnal? I don't know if I know what that is.
Oh, hymnals are just like
Religion.
holy music, I guess. I don't know.
It's like a
Old
book.
church songs.
Religion book. A song.
I guess
church songs.
Wayward Son could be in there, you know?
I would doubt it, but if it is,
That
I mean, it's kind
Awesome.
of old and holy, you
would
know?
be awesome.
You know, we can use it to pray to God. You know what? If that song can't be a God song, I don't even want to know what a God song is.
much more boring.
Yeah, Silent Night.
Oh, holy night.
Not that one. I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
Jingle bells.
And
Except not
I
Jingle
don't think
Bell
that's-
Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell. I don't know.
Careful.
Jingle Bell
We-
Rock.
We can't give Nacho another copyright strike.
I don't think that would be copyright. That's from like the 60s.
who knows what
Happy
Disney has?
Birthday song is copyrighted.
Yeah, who knows what Disney
Jingle
has
bells.
copyrighted at this point?
They'll try to keep it for as long as humanly possible,
It says
and
it's public
possibly
domain.
beyond humanly possible. Okay, perfect.
Almost.
Oh, so is Oh Holy Night. Oh,
Well,
all
it's the
is-
50s. Well, did I say 60s or 50s? I said
Oh
60s.
no.
How long is the? How old is the birthday song?
How
It
old
has
is
to have been within the last 125 years
Think
because it's still
so.
copyrighted.
1912? But they probably stole it from someone in 1893.
Let us say, let us praise P-Crew for the fantastic work it allowed me to just do. Oof. Fun fact, there is a Monster and Other Childish Things character sheet on row 20. However, I cannot transform that character sheet for my purposes. So I'm going to put this in Starry's journal. What it's worth. Delete this and create a new one. That's not what I want to do. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. All right, yes. So, where were we? Yes. Tony, you got sucked into your laptop. You're sure your roommate had something to do with it. This cannot be real. And yet, standing in front of you, no, floating in front of you on top of a book is a robed figure. You stare into his face, and all you can see is big yellow eyes staring back to you. In either of his hands, it seems to be holding either atoms or small planets. It looks at you, and Tony, I would like you to roll me an insight.
See if I'll take a look. This I have far too many tabs open. All right, insight. I don't see a number next.
He
to
does
it.
not have anything in insight. He does have a
Alright.
5 in mentality, though. So roll me a mentality.
All right. Fine.
Oh my god, why is everything wimpy?
R. Is it D20 for this, or is it D10?
D10.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, for the one roll engine, you roll the amount of D10s you have in that. So, what our actor wants to do is roll 5 D10 for.
And then I add 5 to the number that I got. Right, teacher.
Yes.
Wait, well, I don't think that's a good. I think you roll 5 of the die since you have intelligence 5.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
while our player does this. What I can tell you more about this game, my dear listeners, is that the one roll engine allows for very quick and rapid uh, conclusions. Not quite in the RP department, but definitely in the combat department. For the RPing, it leans back into the elements of other tabletops that use D20 and the likes. The results have no necessary negatives. Nevertheless, with a 4, 2, 9, 10, and 8, Tony, you can't make heads or tails of this creature, of this person. So, as it floats closer to you and starts reaching out, how do you respond?
I kind of like stepping back. And it's like, I don't think I've had any night terrors like this ever before.
You step back and you find your back against a stone slab. There's unfamiliar characters on it. This thing in front of you says, "No, you couldn't be. You're not a human, are you?"
What do you mean? Who? I'm kind of like looking at like the cloak, trying to see like features under the cloak. Like I know it's got like glowing, gleaming eyes, but does it look like maybe it's human or something? Like a tall person?
I see. Roll me. Hold on. I don't have your page. I don't have that screen up. Roll me a. Oh, you have nothing in detection. Still, roll me a perception plus detection,
All right.
which would just be a
Three.
3d10. So, you try to pick up any signs of humanity to the thing, and you can't notice anything except for its hand extended out in front of you, waiting. It says again, "Are you human?"
It's just, what's going on here?
As you ask this, Tony, you feel. Where's your phone right now?
I just checked. It's in my pocket. It's not getting service, I don't think.
So you kind of feel your phone heating up in your pocket, getting hotter and hotter. You reach in and you take it out and you notice the shape of it has changed a little bit. You could arguably say it's still a phone, but not a model you've ever seen before. And as you take it out, this thing in front of you, his eyes, as much as you can tell, they grow wider. And he says, "A digidestin, as prophesied at this moment, in this place. Could it be?" And as it said that, we move to the outside of the room. Real quick, hold on, let me grab something before we move to the outside of the room. Yes. We move to the outside of the room. Blink. You are Impmon. You have been sent down here. Actually, I should give you a pawn rather than posting or pasting the character. But yes, you are Impmon. As soon as the DM changes that name and uploads this character, you are Impmon.
But inside, you've always felt as though you were already Impmon.
It's a little bit of an imp.
And thus begins my Impmon song.
I'm so excited for your edition of Impmon.
I hope I don't disappoint you.
I'm sure that you cannot put on too many of those.
Howdy, I'm Itmon.
I retract my previous statement. Oh, actually, no. I forgot to
I
put
like
that in your character book. Also, yeah, I forgot. You should drag your character, not me.
I could hear a country in mind.
All right,
You're
Blink.
just like an imp, Mon.
Go ahead and drag your pawn onto the map if you want to. Alternatively, we can keep going and say, you are Impmon.
I think I have to turn on something. Hang on. I'll do it.
All right, yeah.
Hardware acceleration.
Acceleration!
Gotta go fast.
Hop into the digital world. Become a Digimon. And save all of humanity and the digital realms.
Spoiler alert.
Before Sunday morning comes around.
Yeah, I cannot drag him on.
All right. I wonder what causes that, because I don't recall.
Oh shit! Whoops.
We're having technical difficulties, ladies and...
Oh, that might explain it. I didn't give you the ability to control it. There you go. Try that.
There we go.
The
There we go.
technical difficulties are being resolved.
So, as I was saying,
Back
You-
to Fox Box.
you are Impmon. You've been sent down into the depths of what can only be called a tomb because your boss, Astermon, that's Asta or Asta, like Osterov, sent you down here to check on Wisemon to see how far he's going along with the plan, the mission. You find yourself in a fairly large part of this tomb, cavernous area where water pours down the wall. You can see the tomb ahead. This tomb where the data of a powerful dragon Digimon was stored. Wisemon, his job is to draw that data out because your boss needs it. And your boss just sent you on an important mission to get that data. What's-
Itmon is. Oh.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, what's on your mind, Emma?
Itmon is mumbling this to himself, but out loud. Important mission, my butt. Ugh, where the heck is this guy? Why is this place so huge? God.
So you go, and Impmon, as you draw closer to the tomb, you feel something kind of calling to you. Like it's a dark night, and it's the only light you can see.
Someone out there making cookies, or is my heart responding to something? I'm
As-
gonna
Go
look
ahead.
around for this feeling, I guess.
You search, and you don't see anything. No more than a skeleton laying on the bridge ahead.
Oh boy, I don't think that guy's gonna be here tomorrow.
So you go on and on, and as you draw closer, it grows even stronger.
Is that you, the Grim Reaper?
The skeleton sort of just shakes a bit, a piece of it falls into the water below.
I guess it ain't that.
And you proceed until you step into the tomb and you find Wisemon, yes, and a creature you have never seen before.
Heck is that over there? Just whispering to myself as I'm looking up at the person I came here for.
Tony, your device, your phone, what was once a phone, is glowing. It feels hot in your hand. And as a creature steps into the room behind this figure in front of you, you feel some sort of connection to it. As you enter Impmon, you see Wisemon talking to this creature, and as It senses you behind it, turns on you, hand raised. You know it's about to erase you.
Oh, it's me. I'm here from Altamar.
Yes, you are here for him, aren't you? That's why you need to go. And Tony, as this thing begins to charge up some sort of spell, some sort of attack, you get the sense that you cannot let this new creature die.
I'm just gonna take a look at my stats here. I'm gonna let's see. I'll run over to here and start kind of pick out like chunks of rocks and throwing them at a what's it Wisemon?
Yes. So let's see. Of course,
Be
roll
like,
by all means. Why can't I find this
Oh.
bloody child?
I'm so sorry. There's so many chats.
No, it's only me. I know where it is. I just don't know where it is. So for throwing rocks, if you want to hit, you want to roll a precision.
Mm.
But he has none, so you will roll a dexterity, which is only 2D.
all right.
Hold on, what are you throwing the rock at?
He's throwing rocks at Wisemon.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Oh,
Not bad.
well, you pick up some rocks and you start chucking them at it, just pelting it off the side of a Wisemon's
Hey!
head.
Dude,
Go ahead.
don't bully him. He's just like it looks like he's just a little guy.
And just to clarify what's happening here, since he rolled 2 5s, he has a width of 2 5 now. So it succeeded, but by 1 5.
That's right.
So, you just keep pelting, throwing these rocks at it, and Wiseman doesn't seem to take any sort of damage from it, but it lowers its hand and it looks at you and it says, "Why are you trying to save him?"
I don't like people messing with other people, you know? We're all in this world trying to do our thing together, you know? And I don't like seeing a bully.
You idiot, I would have bolted the moment he turned to me. But I appreciate you saving me.
Wiseman takes a good look at you. And then he turns around and looks at you, Impmon, and he says, "This thing is a human. It would kill your boss. Will you allow it?"
Down here? Wait a minute, you were the one that was trying to kill me initially.
What does that have to do with anything?
Little kid.
Hey, listen, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this thing is. I'll just kind of flash the digivice in the air, kind of wave it around.
As he does this, Impmon, you feel that call
Can
to
someone just tell me what's going on here? I got an important essay to get to, and this is a little freaky, honestly.
Impmon, you are entranced by the thing. You don't know what it is. You only really ever heard Trojan's tales about humans. But you know that thing he has is important. It's important to you.
I'm gonna feel the pulsing feeling of the device in my heart synchronizing with it. And I'll look over to the kid and say, "Hey kid, I don't know what's going on here, but do you trust me?"
You know, I think I do.
Oddly enough, I could say the same.
It's a very odd feeling.
And to that, wise man clapped his hands, and he turns back to you, Tony, and says, "What is your name, human?"
I'm Tony.
Tony,
Tony Jones.
this is Impmon. You two have been linked by destiny. It is no small wonder that you were brought into the digital world at this time, in this place. He seems to be waiting to see if you have any questions.
What do you mean, digital world?
He gestures as if to gesture to the world around you, a world that exists within the cyberspace.
Would you live under a rock or something,
That,
kid?
that just sounds like a video game or something. I only play video games like exclusively when I actually have like free time, and it's like twice a week after I finish all of my studies.
Well, you won't have any time for it anymore. Your studies, games, none of that matters while you are trapped here in the digital
These
world.
studies are important, no matter where you are, man.
This would be the perfect time for F-Mod to respond to that.
Were you a nerd?
There we go. I was hoping for something like that.
Hey, listen, man, I'm not just like a nerd. I'm not just like one of those shut-in people. You know, I get around.
Let me guess. Before you came here, you were always studying or something stupid? While there was a whole party going on?
Listen, I'm just trying to make my way in the world, you know? Listen, can you really call it a party without me, man?
Yeah, you're a nerd.
You don't even know about the the weights I lift. Listen, I'm nervous, okay? I don't know what's going on here. I'm in a video game now, apparently.
Except if you die in this video game, you die for good.
I don't think video games work like that. I'm just saying.
Wise man turns his hand on you, Tony, and he blasts you with something.
Can I dive away?
You can try. You would want to roll a finesse for that one.
I love that you
Oh,
can
boy.
try because you just know he's not going to.
Finesse. Oh boy, I have 0 in that. And 2 in dexterity, so 2 dex.
Yep.
Alright. Oh!
Oh shit.
Oh shit. So, as he turns to you, his hand glowing, the energy building up, you quickly leap out of the way before it fires. He turns his hand on you again and tries to fire again and says, "Stay still. This is for your own good."
Can I try to rush him and dive on him?
Yes, roll me a Let's go for a he has nothing in strength either.
Yeah, he does.
It's strength acrobatics fortitude. Let's see if I can be I probably would have you roll a strength for that, but you don't have anything in it.
So, guys, this is the part of the game where the DM goes through my character sheet to try to make it look like a better situation for me than it is. Because the harsh reality is I don't really have a lot going for me right now.
You
Fair
probably
enough.
would have passed that test.
Yeah. So,
Never gonna know now.
for the hell of it, let's go for another dexterity.
Alright. I swear to God, if I get the same 2 5s. Oh, it'd
Oh,
be great
no.
in any other game.
So he's blasting. You you stand out of the way, but you know that you can't do it for long. You charge at him to try and leap, try to knock him down, and as you do so, as you leap through the air, that is when this blast hits you. You drop to the floor.
Kid, are you alright?
No! Oh! Oh god! Oh! Ah!
Your body is simmering. Smoke is rising off of it. And as it stops, you notice you haven't been hurt at all, but you seem to have been transformed. No, you still feel like yourself. Maybe it's some sort of illusion, some sort of disguise. Wise Mon looks down at you and he says, I have made you look like a wizard Mon. Imp Mon, this human, Tony Jones, is your digital partner. You two are linked together. If anything happens to him, it will happen to you as well.
I gotta protect this nerd?
Yes. If
What are you on about? What?
Tony Jones, would you like to return to the human world?
Kind of stare at him for a moment in silence.
Time is of the essence, Tony Jones.
I mean, yeah, but what the hell is this place?
It is a long story. You see, long ago, when cyberspace was first made in your world, there was a Digimon, a god, born here that took the errant pieces of the cyberspace and formed it together. It left behind one Digimon to tend to it like a garden, Prime Mon. And Prime Mon allow for the digital world to give birth to many different Digimon.
Can I start taking notes on my phone?
However, Prime Mon ran out of power. He knew that day would come, and he told the people of the digital world that one day the world itself will call upon people from a different place to help it reach its promised paradise. You, Tony Jones, is one of those people brought into the digital world to help it move toward paradise. However, things have not all been peace. All things have not been peaceful in all these years since Prime Mon has slumbered. There are dangerous Digimon waiting, and the only thing that will keep you alive, he gestures toward Imp Mon, is him.
I look for an Impmon.
You're putting your eggs in the wrong basket, kid.
You are the only basket he has, Imp Mon.
That's a cry, sack, and shame, but I'll try my best.
Then go. While you're disguised as Wizard Mon, nothing will attack you. But be careful.
What about the human world part thing, though? You asked me if I wanted to go back.
Yes.
Where am I going?
Simply move through this tomb. There's a room on the other end of it, with a portal that will take you home.
Wait,
You're starting to really convince me this is a video game.
you said this kid could kill the boss. Is that true?
It is possible, yes.
What if I don't want that?
Well, Impmon, what would you do then? He is merely a human. Even you would be able to kill him.
I'm gonna look back at Tony and just like
None of this
menacing.
makes any sense.
Just
I don't. I'm feeling a lot of confusing feelings here.
I'll
Like-
protect him, but I ain't hurting the boss.
Everything about like even like the gloves you're wearing. I want to have some kind of criticism for them, but when I look at them, man, like there's some reason they feel like they work. I don't know how.
So, I'm bring that to this layer for anybody who wants to see Impmon a bit more clearly. Yes. Wisemon, he points towards the way that brought you in here. The way that brought you here. The doorway, and he says, go. And Impmon. No. Never mind. I'll let you figure that out yourself.
Worrying, but okay.
Tell your boss that, he points at Tony, this Wizardmon will allow you to reach his target.
Sounds good to me, I guess.
And Tony, if anyone asks, you are a Wizardmon.
I mean, I guess sometimes that I have played the video game while I do farmers walks, you know, on my phone. I may have played Bejeweled here and there.
You're not fooling anyone, kid.
So, Tony, you pick yourself up and leave the room. Impmon, you reluctantly follow him back outside. Back toward the bridge. Tony, the moment you step outside, you see, but very honestly, very obviously, a human skeleton laying on the bridge. Some pieces of it have fallen into the water below.
Oh, dang. Whew. Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying something. If you don't stop freaking out, that'll be you. So let me protect you when you stop freaking out.
You didn't just get teleported to another world. I still don't know if you're real.
I still don't know if you're real.
This is starting to seem more like a dream right now. I'm just gonna keep. I just kind of kick the skull off, and I keep going down the thing.
It falls into the water with a sploosh. You go, Impmon following close behind you.
Hey man, that was a real person. You just kicked the remains into the water down there.
If that's a real person, then I mean they're already dead. No one bothered to bury them, so burial at sea. Okay.
I like you a little more already. Let's get going.
So y'all keep going. Further ahead. It's quiet, other than the fall of water nearby. It doesn't seem all that dangerous. It could be a tranquil place, a tranquil thing. Until you step into that other corridor and you find what appear to be flaming apparitions standing before you want to step in from the bottom, actually. Yes, flaming apparitions standing before glyphs that are hard to decipher. Impossible to decipher. Tony, you have never seen. Go ahead.
Should I drag my token in here?
If you want to. Tony, you have never seen a language like this before. Furthermore, you have never seen creatures like this before. As you approach, one of them turns to you both and says, Impmon, I see you have brought a new Digimon. It is good news for the boss.
Yeah, this is Wizardmon. He's gonna achieve what the boss needs.
Yes, I am a wizard man.
I have to work on that enunciation, but I think you did good.
Yes.
I would like you to row. Oh, you have no cunning. Roll me an expression.
Why does this studious character have no cutting? Alright.
Yeah, no riz.
I do have Riz. It says in my character sheet I have Riz.
He said petulantly to his impmon.
Tab, different tab.
Wait. I think you have 4 an expression.
4. Right?
No, I don't have the page open. Let me take a look again.
Yeah, it is 4. Okay. Look at this.
Do you want me to roll one more die or roll?
Roll 4d10.
D4. Okay.
Alright, well, damn. This Ghostmon looks at you and he says, "Oh, Wizardmon, where did you come from? Wisemon was down there by himself."
I think you need to be asking any questions here. This guy's here for the boss, not you.
Impmon, do not presume that because the boss favors you, that you can speak to me however you please.
I'm gonna speak to you however I please.
Oh, I've just done a bit of magic, is all.
And one will just reveal peaceful.
I would like you to roll me another expression. All right.
Go ahead.
As you see Infamon clearly about to start something with his flaming apparition, you speak up and mention you did a bit of magic. You materialize yourself inside this place, and it says, "I see. Then do not keep the boss waiting any longer."
Yeah, get out the way. Important cargo coming through.
It moves aside, glares at you as you go past. 2
You
more
have to
wait at a different slab. Impmon, you seems you have done something useful for once.
I guess I got you beat by 100 then, huh?
Hardy ha ha. Though I imagine this new Digimon will be more useful than you.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. The boss loves me.
Yes, but I'm sure this one will do things you never could.
I mean, I guess you're still around, so I guess I'm still gonna be at least useful.
Hardy ha ha. What is your name, Digimon?
I am Wizardmon.
Wizardmon. Watch out for Impmon. He may stab you in the back when he sees you take his place.
Okay, first of all, no one's taking my place. And second of all, I don't stab, I got claws.
Hardy ha ha. It floats up, lets you pass. The other one says, Impmon,
For God's sakes.
are you surprised you just came through here?
Yeah, and I got Adorn fans on the outside, so go ahead. Tell me what you need to tell me.
I simply wanted you to take a look at this slab.
Okay.
What
I'm
do you
looking at it.
see, Impmon?
I don't have a character sheet. Am I just?
You just
I
acted.
mean, yeah. Bunch of symbols, I guess.
Yes, that is all you see, isn't it, Impmon? And what
What
about
about you,
you?
nerd?
Yes, what about you, Nerdmon?
I take a look at the symbols.
Go ahead and roll me a academic.
Finally, something you're great at.
For the watching audience, your stats are usually in, rather, your skills fall under stats. And when you roll a skill, you roll the dice in that skill plus the dice in the corresponding stat. That means that. Let me squint real quick. Yeah, that means that Tony Jones would roll 8d10 for his academic roll.
5 for mentality and 3 for
Getting
wisdom.
2 6s.
2 6s and 2 5s and 2 3s. So success all around. Tony, you don't recognize these in particular, but they remind you of Egyptian hieroglyphics. And based on what you studied there, you know, and those moments of fun when you decided to just study an ancient language, you could see a bit of a tale here. It is about this Digimon, Rebel Dramon, who fought against a powerful king a long time ago. He was so strong that it was able to defeat this king and return its data to the digital stream. However, it was wounded severely and was buried in this location. This very location seems to be charged with Rebel Dramon's digital energy, data, and the rest is you lose the rest of it. And the Ghostmon says, "What do you think, Nerdmon?"
Well, looking at these, I can't quite make out all the details, but possibly with some study, they could be interpreted.
Well, Nerdmon, perhaps you should teach Impmon how to study too.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. All of you guys suck.
It floats downward so that you can go through.
Is that another one out there? Why don't you do all the talking? I'm tired of talking to these idiots.
Okay.
You come up and he says, "Is that Impmon I see behind?"
See, your eyes do work. Beautiful. Can you get out the way, please? Can't you see important cargoes coming through?
I certainly see this chap, but he's carrying some junk with him.
It's incredible. You're on fire, but you can't burn anything.
And yet you're simmering.
We're gonna bring up my clothes. All right, come here, buddy.
Would you like to say anything, Tony?
Yeah.
Yes, we do have some important business.
Scram.
He smiles at you, Impmon. He says, "You know I'm just joshing with you."
Yeah, why don't you josh out of the way then?
Floats down when it lets you pass.
I'm gonna like kick a rock down.
It passes through him.
Jerk.
You go up one more level. Another ghost mine waits. Turns. He says, "Oh my God, it's the legendary Impmon once again."
Wow.
What kind
you
of
really are popular around here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Imp,
Well, if it isn't one of my adoring fans.
could I get your autograph?
Oh yeah, stand right here. I'm gonna like point to the side, and I'm gonna come back with my special ink and pen.
I'll be waiting. After all, it's not a long line.
Oh!
And it floats out of the way.
Hey kid, what do you say we teach you how to fight real quick? As we're walking away. He's right behind us, you know. I can give you a quick lesson.
No, I think perhaps you could use some lessons in Riz.
Alright. I don't think you're my ticket to glory anymore.
So,
No, I'm serious. Like, I've got some good tips for you.
Won't you read it out of a book or something?
No, that's human experience.
I don't think you've experienced any humans in your lifetime.
What do you know about human experience? Supposedly you live here. And I've certainly not seen any of you.
And
just
yet
say
I
that
feel like
very
I've seen more
softly.
humans in my lifetime than you have.
How many have you seen?
You.
Sounds like we're about the same then. if we're going based off of your life.
I think that's more of a burden to you than it was.
so, as y'all continue onward, y'all continue forward into another room at the bottom. And you step out into what is this large area. Several ghostmon are floating around. But there he is, the boss, at the top of the stairs. Ostamon.
Boss! I got something for ya.
He turns with a twirl, making sure his coat flaps out, and he says, "Impmon, if it isn't my favorite little demon, what you got for me?"
Well, I'm gonna turn around and present, I guess Wizardmon, but Tony, like, I just like wave him in.
Wave a hand over. Hello.
This is your ticket to glory.
He basically sways down the stairs, large steps, gun in hand, takes a good look, and he says, "Now, is that a Wizardmon I see? Don't tell me. Did something knock Wisemon out, or he walks around, you take a good look? No, you're not the same Digimon that went down below. Did he pull you out of the digital stream?"
He was down there doing some crazy stuff. I think he was summoning this guy. He's crazy smart, too. Tell him how many books you read, nerd.
Many
Yeah.
books I've read. Many. I could tell you so many things about mathematical theorem.
He waits there. "I don't need any of that. What I need to know is what you can do for me."
Oh, so many things.
Is that right? And what things are those? No, let's get straight to the point. Wisemon told you what I need, right?
Can I roll history?
I would say roll. Hold on. Let me take a look at your page again. Your page, he said. Roll me a wisdom.
I'm good at that.
Damn.
Ooh,
Crazy.
I remember that conversation crystal clear.
Not only do you remember it, Crystal, for the record, viewers at home, in the one-row engine, the difficulty of a skill check, is decided by the height, which is the repeating number. The highest is, of course, a 10. So anything closer to a 10 means that you kind of crushed it. In this case, not only did Tony Jones crush it, he crushed it with intense speed. And almost before Astaman finished speaking, he says, well, he basically illustrates that. Firstly, deducing from what he read in the slab and what Wiseman said, he knows that what Osterman wants is the data of Rebel Draman. And the only way to access it is through the doors ahead. But Osterman himself cannot pass through them.
I lift up my arms and flap out my hands, showing my palms, my fingers arched, and I say, "The door. You want me to open the door for you, yes?"
Nah, is that a smart Digimon I see? He nudges you, Impmon, and he says, you know the boss loves the smart ones, don't you?
Oh yes, he does. He keeps them close to him, unlike these dimwits. Look at the fight going around.
The Ghostmon all kind of side-eye you. And he says, well, Wizardmon, why don't you go up there and push those doors open for me?
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Happily. So I'm gonna kind of wait to see if he like moves aside for a moment.
He takes a small step aside.
I'll walk around him. Go up the steps.
And Impmon, he picks you up, puts you on the shoulder, and he says, you're doing good, yeah. Next thing you know, you'll be my second in command.
Oh, second in command, boss. I can't wait for that one.
But he whispers and he says, do me a favor, though. If that Digimon does anything suspicious, take him out for me.
Right away, boss. Easily.
And he puts you back on the floor. Tony, you go up to the door. You can feel your Digivice glowing in your pocket.
Can I, like, I'll feel for it in my pocket, but I'll keep my hand in the pocket.
Right, you touch your pocket, and you kind of feel that, like, surge of energy move through your veins. Impmon, you can kind of feel it too. With the surge through your veins, it kind of charges you. Tony, you raise your hand, you reach out for to the door, and as you do, it doesn't push open. Your hands just sort of pass through it.
Ooh.
Impmon, watching this, you get the impression that you could do the same thing.
Oh. Huh. Shut there, kid. Let me give you a hand.
Osterman takes long strides up the stairs. And he says, see, so that's what's going on here. No business of pushing whatsoever, is that right?
Just a bit of magic touch.
Then touch yourself all. No. Nope.
Ooh, boy.
Didn't expect it to go that route.
But it's like about to fall off the cliff. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. Not solid ground down there.
Okay, Harvey Weinstein, man.
Apply that magic touch of yours and push yourself all the way through. Ah, but first, and he tears a bit of his clothing, Impmon, takes the scarf you have on and ties a new scarf around your neck and says, "That's for being my #1 pal."
Boss, you know exactly what to give me.
Go and make me proud in there, Impmon. You too, new kid.
Oh, he's gonna make you so proud.
And so, you two push through the door and find yourself. Yes, find yourself. Hold on, did I ever put those on the map? Yes, I did. Right. Find yourself. Oops, I said find yourself over here.
Oh,
You push at the bottom, of course. Yes, right there is fine. You push through, and it's a solid wall behind you. You see no exit, no entrance. You find yourself in a small corridor. Nothing else is here. It's just the same sort of destroyed ruins as the rest of this place.
oh, man. Is this where the boss is trying to get to? Seems like a dead end to me.
And Impmon, as you say this, and you look at Tony, you notice his Wizardmon disguise has fallen.
Ah, crap!
I'll like clear my throat. Well, your boss, he's never been past here, right? So at least there's nothing back. There's nothing for us to deal with here, right?
Heck, fine now. I sure hope he doesn't come here and find you in that form.
There's no going back we have to do here.
Let's tab that. I gotta open a new one.
Keyboard key? You have a keyboard key in your hand?
Yes.
Ooh.
I've got control.
Shocking revelation.
Oh, when did Twigs join? I know I heard you a moment ago, but
I'm kicking myself. I set like an alarm for 8, and then I woke up and it's like 10:30. I was like, damn. Well,
you're good.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Twix was here from the beginning.
from my perspective, I was not here to know if there was any more before when I came in.
Fortunately, I did start streaming, so there will be a what you call it. Now, give me a moment while I slap something together.
Put together, Nash. Go on, slap it together for me, Nash.
I've taken excellent notes in case anyone needs.
I saw that.
I would need those
beautiful.
notes.
I want to say why,
They're
but it's
amazing.
beautiful.
Please look at the voice channel chat to see Chio's notes.
Okay.
Now dubbed Chio Note Channel Chat.
Chio is the best at notes.
Wow,
So what?
fancy.
This is just how the brain works.
If that was me, they would have all been in like lead pencil and very sloppy.
They're different colors too.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
they're all color correlated. There's little doodles.
That's just my mental illness. I'm so sorry.
You know what they say? One man's mental
So
illness is another man's superpower.
This thing is terrible.
Yay, autism!
Excuse the DM while he's writing out some things on a notebook so that he doesn't have to go into Google Docs again.
Take your time. He's no rush. I'm very. Story, is your character someone in specific?
Yes.
Who is that person?
We have a little default characters that we're playing. It's not the ones we've made, but
Well, yeah, I'm assuming you don't have Impmon. That'll be interesting.
Blink is playing Impmon for this session, and I am playing a college freshman named Tony Jones.
Oh.
While Nashu's going through his thing, I will read
He's a
off
nerd.
the personality of my character. He's not a nerd.
Here, let me read it for you.
Cool.
Let me read it for you. It's a little long. Nerd.
Personality. Tony Jones is a freshman in university who prides himself firstly on his sharp wit and secondly on his charm.
It's a shame you don't have it on your character sheet.
Despite the certainty that he could easily get any student to pay him for the chance to do his work. He's very studious and is quick to do it himself. It means he'll miss out on a party here and there, but he doesn't think it's a party without him.
Here and
Oh,
there.
I see. I know exactly what type of character this is.
The dice, that would be.
What website is that map on?
This map.
Not much.
Roll 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the link is in
The
Digimon
doobly-doo.
chat. You just have to scroll up a bit.
Listen, I
Watch
swear I've only played Cookie Clicker like twice. See, I can't even say the name.
It's in the Digimon.
Icarus. Oh, okay.
I was just streaming because I didn't know if you were gonna get on the one or not.
Okay. I appreciate it.
But I am happy to dismiss it.
What darnation?
Oh, I need it. Well, I could get on the thingy.
Yeah, the link's up there.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, hold on, pause. Yeah, let me just
Tarnation.
also scribble. Turn that into a. There we go. There we
Snoop,
go.
in the Digimon chat, who's that character next to him?
It's like Lady Devimon, maybe?
Yeah, that's Lady Devimon or Lady Beelzemon. Is that a thing? That's what that because that looks like Beelzemon. I don't.
My
Lady Beelzemon.
I'm a fan of Fate. I've seen weirder gender bends.
Yeah. Yeah, also, yeah, it's Lady Devimon. She is for the Sims.
I see. Well then, it's a good thing I'm not a simp.
That's like the maximum amount of belly. Jesus.
Chio, I love your little ghost doodle.
Oh,
I see how she is for The Sims now.
And you too.
That did not pull any punches.
Is this a kids show?
To
Yes.
Ah, this is the thing they throw in for the adults. They're like, yes, you can watch this show.
Japanese kids show.
Well,
That varies.
I just want to take a moment to point out the happy jet in the background.
oh, that does look really happy. That's so wholesome. It looks like Latios.
Yeah, I think it might be.
we're gonna take.
That is Latios' cousin.
Damn,
Or their
that's one
child.
weird. I mean, I guess I'll watch Digimon now if you want.
I like the little guy on her arm.
Yeah, I do too.
There's multiple little guys.
Cool features.
Well, I mean, clearly that's Chad.
Jesus.
I think that's the chat right there.
This chat.
Oh, they have a roll 20 tutorial.
Safety.
Hmm.
Be 5D. I think.
An invert.
If it ain't, it's fine. If it's the zero session, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Anyway. So, Impmon, Tony, you continue forward and you find a door slightly lifted up off the ground.
It's okay. I can see if I can take a big step up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of push it.
Roll me a strength. You have no strength. You try to push, but the door doesn't budge at all.
Didn't read any books on how to train your strength.
Listen, I've read only enough to what I need. Like I said, I do farmers walks. I have this little strength training regimen. 30 minutes a day. I'll pick up 15 pound weights while I'm chilling out in bed doing some studying.
Well, at least you get some kind of action.
Hey, listen, can you help me with this thing? Are we working together?
Whatever. I guess I'll try and give him a hand.
So you come up beside him, and once more, y'all both feel that surge of energy moving through you, coursing through you. As you grab the door and you push, and it slides and it slides and it slides until it opens just a bit. Opens just enough, rather, for y'all to get through.
Worm through it.
Sweet.
So you both squeeze through the door. Yes. And as you do, you see sort of like, in the darkness ahead, sort of like a light, like the air is glitching. Then you push all the way through, you find yourself staring at a Digimon.
Boy.
What the heck?
And
Oh, it's just the villain of the first movie.
I would
God.
never known that.
The boy, he's here.
let's enlarge that for the
There
crowd.
he is!
Oh
Oh,
my
shit.
god!
That version of him's so cute. Honestly.
He's just so happy to be there.
Pretty happy.
He just wants to eat all your data.
Yeah.
Nom, nom, nom.
He looks
sure
like he eats
does.
babies.
So you come up to the thing, and his large hands are covering his mouth. They're just sort of looking at you.
Thing's a little creepy. I think we should try and slide right by him and keep on moving, keep on moving.
And as you do
Follow
that,
along.
you find there's another one.
Oh, cheese and crackers!
They're
And
multiplying.
they both sort of turn to y'all and look at you. And Impmon, hold on. What's wrong with that? Yeah, so we're gonna do this. La di da da.
That was me.
Impmon, you're going to take one
God.
damage to your 7 hit location as his Karamon. It says on the wiki. I don't know what its English name is. Hold on, let's Google that. I'm curious. Karamon. I know, apparently Karamon is just what it's called. Yeah, this Karamon comes up, lifts his large hands, and smashes you between them.
Jeez.
The hell?
As this happens, the other one lets out a laugh.
Into my 7. I
Oop,
guess I'll just plug it in here.
that ain't how you roll that. And as it does this, Impmon, you take 1 damage to your 5th hit location. It's also going to try and bless you.
See.
Your 6th hit location is currently blessed, Impmon, and you realize you're in a fight.
Jeez.
Tony, your Digivice is glowing.
What the?
You felt a bit of the damage that Impmon took. Not enough to hurt, but enough to kind of sting.
I'm taking like a deep breath. Just-
Why, you're the one taking a deep breath. I'm the one that got hit.
Yeah, you just got hit, and I'm feeling it.
Oh, that's a new thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Why
now,
is this glowing?
now, ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, we are currently in combat. What just happened is that the enemy got a surprise round because the players decided to slip past it. It got both of them got a surprise round, and now we are going to do the combat sequence. So here's how it works for anyone who hasn't read the player's resources at home. We declare, we roll, we resolve, we decide what we're about to do, and then we roll. Based on the width, which is the amount of times a number appears, we will decide our speed. Now, for this campaign, we aren't going to, or rather, for this zero session, we aren't going to be applying hit stun because they're currently outnumbered, and then that would not be fair. But normally, hit stun would factor in too. Now then, Tony, you get a sense that with this Digivice, you have the ability to give Impmon a command. Impmon, you can sense it almost. Attacks that you named in private, they are streaming into Tony's head. Tony, what will you have Impmon do?
I wasn't expecting that, so let me take a look at his sheet.
And for the viewers at home, that includes Impmon's attacks are Machine Gun Kick, Ice Punch, Dark Fire, and Pillar of Fire.
Machine gun kick? That sounds cool as hell.
Impmon, you hear Tony say this. How does he
Pillar
know
of fire.
one of your attack names?
What the heck? You've been watching me this whole time or something? I know it's a cool name and all, but don't start saying
I'm too
it to
busy
everyone.
studying, remember?
Well, I guess I'm just that awesome that I'm in a book somewhere then, huh?
I don't remember reading any books like this.
You see that the Ketamon are getting ready to attack again. One starts flapping its arm, the other one raises its big hands.
Which one do I hit?
How about the one directly in front of us here, over here, so that we can keep going?
What attack should Impmon use?
How about that ice punch? Does that freeze it? That's how it works, right?
Impmon.
Well, you're the nerd.
I mean, listen, a lot of RPGs I played, they do it in the RPGs. Come on,
And the truth comes out.
you're probably reading my mind too, so
So,
doing me good.
now that we have declared what was going to happen, we roll.
Am I rolling?
Yeah, or well, here's how it's going to work. This is for future reference. If your Digimon is in agreement with you, it will roll what you tell it to roll. If it's not, it will roll what it wants to roll. So since Impmon was in agreement, yes, you can roll a ice punch.
That looks like it's on the right glove, just 5D.
Yes. And if you want to freeze, you would also roll 5D to freeze.
I can use both these on the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So you roll two different rolls there, one for the hit and one for the freeze.
This is for the hit. And then that's for freeze.
All right. Let me roll that other one too. So, let's see, speed wise. Alright, so the one that raises his hand up, it hits you, Itmon, smashing you between it. However, you still, perhaps actually because of that, you stumble forward and you miss your punch, but you graze the Caramon in front of you just enough to freeze its arms. No, freeze. Oh no, its hands, which causes its attack to decrease. And we'll say for narrative's sake that this gives you the chance to slip past it, to run ahead.
Oh shoot! You don't normally get ice magic at the start of the game.
Just because you started telling the truth doesn't mean you have to start pouring out everything.
So y'all run past them up a corridor, leaving them behind.
Good call back there, kid.
Thanks. You're kind of cool too, actually.
They try to float after you, but they seem to be repelled by something. Finally, you continue onward and find yourself in a room, a strange room, an almost mystical room. There's a portal in front of you, and the vast cosmos behind it. Impmon, you know what this is. This is the digital stream, where all life of the digital world comes from and goes.
This right here is the digital stream where all light comes from and goes.
Whoa.
You know that this is what your boss wants. Here he can find the power of Rebel Dramon.
We gotta give this to the boss. He can use this. He can use this.
Dude, what does your boss like use this kind of stuff for?
I just wants to summon something. I guess you could hear the look.
Not until you laugh. For the viewers at home, what type of look was it?
It was a wait. What did you just say? Or a are you serious right now?
So, Impmon, Tony gives you that look.
Like think about that and like what it means and like
I'm the boss's number 3 man. I do whatever he tells me. I'm number 2. I ain't questioning nothing.
I'm just saying like what if like you were the boss of like your own like life and like future like stuff.
What?
I mean like boss ain't here, right?
What are you trying to say?
You're the one that got here, not the boss, right? I mean,
What you're saying is I should take initiative and summon what he wanted me to summon for him.
like that sounds like his path, but like what do you want?
I don't know. Be awesome, I guess.
You know that the freezy thing you did before, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I am
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stroking his ego. I am awesome, actually.
You know what? Yeah, I am awesome. I forgot about that.
I'm actually way cooler than you. Thank you.
You fucking nerd. I was like, you have your own plans with this. What are you talking about? We can't just backstab the boss like that.
I mean, I'm not saying backstab him. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I guess we're about to go back or whatever, and just I don't know what happens next. And like, I don't know. Like, we're having this weird thing where we're seeing each other's thoughts, and like, I thought I've never had something like that before, so I thought it'd be like a little real, because like, I don't know.
I'm not breaking up with your kid. We're just trying to give this to the boss.
And as you say that, Imp
I didn't
Mine,
realize we were in a relationship.
as you say that, Imp Mine, your new scarf, it begins to move a little bit, and you hear the boss's voice. That's a thing, kid. You meet these guys and they just get all sorts of clingy, don't they?
And they do. It's kind of weird.
And the scarf peels off of you, Imp Mine, sort of twirls and grows, and it becomes. Oop, hold on, I got the wrong tool selected. It becomes the boss himself.
Oh, it's the boss.
He says, "It is the boss." And what do we have here, Infmon? He steps up past you, over you.
You didn't give me enough time to gift wrap it for you.
No, not that. Though we'll have time for that in a moment. No. He points.
Oh, crap.
He points his gun at you, Tony, and he says,
I'm gonna backstep into the portal.
"You tried to. You tried to, but there seemed to be some resistance, as if you don't have enough power to move into this portal by yourself." And he says, "Where you going, kid? Why you in such a hurry? We haven't gotten a chance to know each other yet."
Hang on a second, boss. Yeah, this might look like something crazy here, but this kid still got you here.
Of course he did, Impmon, and that's why I'm gonna give him the chance. You see, kid, and he gestures to Impmon, that guy right there, he's my number 2 man. And you're probably really useful to him. You're probably something called a Digidestin.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? He's a jokester now, ain't he, Impmon?
Yeah. Why don't you tell him? He's here because he's trying to help you out with the portal. So he just wants to get back to his own realm. Isn't that right?
Well, Impmon, we can't let him just leave now, can we? How are you
Of
going to
course
be
we
my
can.
number 2 man if your assistant is gone?
Well, I mean, I understand that, boss, but look at him.
Mm,
This guy hasn't really been in a combat a day in his life. He shouldn't be here.
We can whip him into shape, don't you think? And he comes over to you,
Okay.
Impmon, picks you up, puts you on the shoulder, gives you a new scarf. He says, "Look at this kid. The digital world brought him to you to help me. Don't you want to digivolve, Impmon? Don't you want to be a real threat to all those other mons out there?"
He'll have stars in his eyes for just a moment, but then he'll have that moment where he looks at Tony, just searching, trying to see what thought he should be thinking here.
And Tony,
Hey,
mhm.
you know, listen, I get the kind of position that I'm in right here, but hey, I just want to also say, like, I feel like this little guy could do whatever he wanted to. If you wanted to be like your second or whatever, maybe he can figure out whatever this Digivolve thing is.
And you would have him do that without your help? After everything you've been through?
What?
Sure, you just met, but you're kinda tied together now, ain't you? Impmon, we can't just let him go now, can we?
Look, boss, I know what it might look like, but like, he's just a kid.
Impmon, I don't like what you're saying. Sound like this
Oh.
kid put ideas in your head.
No, boss, I would never do that.
So you lift his gun up to Tony and says, so you have no issue with me blowing this kid away?
Impmon's like looking between you two. He's waiting for like some sort of affirmation from you, Tony.
Come on, kid.
Listen,
Join forces with me, for Impmon's sake.
we already said, like I said, I understand the position I'm in. I'm not saying anything like crazy. I mean, I said I'd work with you. What do you want from me?
Oh, perfect. That's all I needed to hear.
Kid, you know that you're probably not gonna go back home, right?
Oh no, you can't go back.
Isn't that the whole thing of like going back? Don't you want to figure out the stuff on the other side? Isn't that what you're trying to do? Like just summon this thing?
I don't need the human world, kid. All I need is Rebel Dramon's power to rule the digital world myself.
I mean,
With your help, little Impmon here will be able to use Rebel Dramon's power.
Oh man.
So, what say you? I'll give you all the angel woman you want.
You should do it, kid.
I mean, that I don't know what an Angelwoman is, but I don't know. I guess I can.
Good enough for me. And he reaches forward to take your hand.
Where I come from, like we don't really do like hand stuff, you know. There's like this whole thing. It's called COVID-20.
Well,
Social distancing, you know.
I'm just stuck on the we don't do hand stuff.
I ain't trying to marry you, kid. Just make a deal with me.
I mean, sure, like a verbal agreement, you know.
Well, verbally agree to say goodbye to the human world for good. Serve me as Impmon's right-hand man.
I don't know about that, man. I mean, like my mom's like in the human world, and also I lived there, and that's like, you know, like all I know, and like my teacher's really cool actually.
Teachers, moms, friends, even. What do you need any of that for when you can have power, kingdoms, people under your command?
Emotional stability.
Impmon, does he need emotional stability? Don't I provide enough for you?
Yeah, boss, that's all he needs.
Why are you
Surely.
speaking that way, Imran? Why are you being all like nervous? Don't you live here?
You don't.
Talk some
Exactly.
sense into him, kid. Make sure he stays, otherwise he can go.
I'm just saying, Tony. I think this is a very heavy decision.
Yeah, it is.
And the boss surely needs you to stay.
Right now, Tony is thinking in his head about an anime he saw once. And he doesn't normally watch anime.
Surely not. Just like he doesn't
He
play
just
video
put
games.
He's not a
it in his
nerd.
head. He saw it once, like someone said, "Listen, I know you're studying and all that stuff, but like, would it hurt to watch this for 30 minutes?" And he was like, "Yeah, I've got some studying to do, but." During lunch period, when he got all of his studies done, he couldn't hold back his curiosity, and he did look at this anime, and he kind of decided it was trashy, but he watched 2 episodes of it instead of just one, and he saw there's something about like important decisions and someone that wished that they could be an important enough person to change the fate of the world.
Talking about ReZero.
No. It's just the main character's like, man, I wish I was someone that meant something to the world, that I could do something. And you can feel like, I don't know, do I feel like there's a connection between me and Impmon? Like, could
100%. You have the
Trace?
feeling even that. Actually, roll me a insight.
Okay. Insight. My insight is 0, but my mentality is 5, so I'll roll 5.
Mm-hmm. All right, you
2
know
6s.
that you and Impmon are definitely connected. This isn't meant to be a one-time thing. This is not meant to be the end of your journey, and you know that you can't return to the human world. This portal won't let you pass through it without Impmon.
And when I say connected, like, can Impmon feel like traces of like really strong feelings that I
Yes.
have,
Yes, he
or
can.
like intention?
Yes, intention
Okay.
and strong feelings.
You can feel traces of building intent to do what I have to do to not let human beings be destroyed.
Would that be the outcome, or is just the Digiworld going to be
The what?
taken over? Is the only thing that's going to happen is the Digiworld being taken over, or is this going to be like everywhere
Ostamon
too?
only wants the digital world.
You feel like I'm not going to go along with him, and that if I could, I'd leave.
You're feeling from Impmon that he wants to please his boss, but he also is waiting on you to have like a firm stance so that he could like at least defend you. But at the same time, he wants to please the boss, but less than to let you go home.
Tick tock, tick tock. My
I'm,
trigger finger's getting itchy.
I'm shivering, but I clench my hand and I look over at Impmon, and I'm just gonna say, is there like a wing of the statue I can kind of just hit against, like smack into a
Sure,
little?
absolutely.
All right, I'll do that kind of motion, and we'll say, "Dang it, Impmon! Just like make decisions for yourself. Do you want to live for your own self? Do you always want to be a number 2, or you want to be a number 1, man? That's all I'm saying."
Kid, this is your decision.
No, Impmon. It ain't his decision. It's mine.
Right.
Three.
Hey, I'm just not cool with this, okay?
Two.
I'm not going along with you letting you destroy the human race, okay?
1. And Impmon.
Wait, boss. He says he's not going with it. Maybe you should give him, just a little thought, like, he got you this far. Surely he has a reason for this as well.
He picks you up, Impmon. Places you on the palm of his hand. Meets your eyes and says, "Little buddy, all of this is worthless without you and him. Why do you think I always saw so much in you? I saw your potential. I saw how far you could go. And this kid, he wants to take that all away. We can get rid of him. What's a few hundred more cycles for another Digidestin to appear?"
Impmon, do you want to spend the rest of your life just looking for another me? Just for another chance for him to use it and throw it away?
Blink. I'm just gonna, blink. I don't think so. Would I even be the next Digidestin's partner? Look, kid. He's gonna sigh. He's gonna look back at
Ostamon.
yes.
He's got you in the palm of his hand, literally.
This kid might be everything under the sun. But street smart, maybe he's not as good at it. I don't think he should be doing this, boss.
Impmon. He puts you down on the floor, Impmon. Pats your head and he says, "I used to see so much potential in you, kid."
You see, he throws you out like trash because you disagree with him one day.
He smiles up at you, Tony, as he stands back up at his full height, and he says, "Nah, I ain't throw him out like trash yet." Then he reels his leg back and kicks Impmon into you.
Damn.
I'll catch him. I'll dive and catch him.
I'll allow it. He says,
Thanks, boss.
points his gun at both of you and he says, "Real shame about this kid."
Can I try to leap back into the portal again with Impmon?
You can. Roll me a finesse. Or a dexterity.
Let's see. Oh boy. I'm really bad at this.
I've done a couple more farmer's walks.
Really shouldn't.
I think you have 3, actually.
Yeah, I think you have 3.
Oh, 3? I'll take your word for it.
Ooh.
Hey,
So,
2
as
2s.
you catch him, and Ostamon raises his gun, he says, "Kid, don't worry. I'll pull you out of the digital stream and give you a second chance." He lifts, raises, and as he's getting ready to pull the trigger, as his finger presses down, Tony, you leap back into the portal. There is no more resistance. You pass through it like it's the surface of a pond. The bullets bounce off of it. You can hear Ostamon's muffled cursing on the other side of it. "Get back here! Give me back my boy!" And you're just
I get the
drifting.
feeling he's not talking about it, man.
Is there still a scarf on Impmon?
Yes.
I'll tear it off and throw it back where you're coming from.
All right.
And
So
Mom will allow it.
go ahead.
Yeah, he'll just allow it.
All right. So you watch the scarf float away, float out through the portal. Impmon, you and Tony, you fall backward backwards, your body sort of spiraling. You see Astamon still unloading onto the portal, but there's nothing he can do about it. Next thing you know, Tony, you fall back from your desk chair, hit the floor, smash your head, it hurts. You are back in your room, back in your dorm. Only a few minutes has passed. Maybe you did fall asleep. Maybe your roomie did put something in your drink. Or maybe mine on the bed behind him. You sort of flew further back from him. He hasn't noticed you yet.
Oh, oh my head. Oh. I kind of flop back.
You alright, kid?
I think if I was asleep, that would have woken me up.
Mon's just gonna look around the room. Huh. Interesting.
Go ahead and count the books that I don't have. We use the internet around here.
Far less video game consoles, but I got the party right on the nose.
As you listen to it, Bob, as you pick yourself up off the floor, you kind of get a message on your phone. It's a phone again. It says to you, you are the first Digidestined to survive in 1,000 cycles. Take care of Impmon.
What's the number from?
The number is like just glitched out.
Huh. I don't know how to tell you this, man, but I think you're part of like pretty big destiny now or something. It's way bigger than that guy.
Mon's kind of pouting, just thinking about the events that just happened.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
He's
Yeah.
just pouting, thinking about the events that happened.
It was a lot, Impmon. You and Astamon, he found your digital egg. He raised you from baby 1, baby 2, up to a rookie. He was the one who taught you how to use your machine gun kick. And through all his ambitions, he kept you right by his side. That's his almost number 2. And you were almost there. Ready, full on to be his number 2. But you chose this kid in front of you instead. And he just told you, oh sorry, he just told you, you have a greater destiny. Can you imagine that? Greater than what Astamon promised you.
He mentioned something about like a evolution thing that we could do together.
I think he was promising me the evolution, if I'm not mistaken.
He was what?
I think Astamon was the one promising me the evolution, if I'm not mistaken.
Was that?
Yeah, it was Astamon promising that with Tony's help, Impmon would be able to become Rebel Dramon.
Typical.
This is now the closing scene of the Zero session.
Yay!
Oh, well, I was waiting for y'all to wrap it up, you know.
Oh. Well, I mean, Impmon's kind of like deep in thought, so he doesn't really know what to say. But
Okay, so like, what happens now? I mean, you're like here.
Find out next time.
Digimon Z.
Paradise.
What a beautiful ending.
Whatever happens, I guess you're here, and I'm here. So, follow whatever destiny you feel like, kid. I guess I'm along for the ride.
I mean, I guess it helps that we can like read each other's minds, or maybe that's awful.
Yeah, don't read my mind.
Don't read my mind either.
Let's forge a deep, trusting relationship. Now, don't do that. Ever.
Excuse the DM while he lets them do the thing while he grabs something. La de do do. And then
So Beelzebub.
one more time.
So Beelzebub's the final evolution.
Yes.
Interesting.
However, Ostamon promised him a Rebel Dramon as his new final form.
I like it.
But that's not a real one. That's something I made up. And it actually is a real one.
Fair enough.
Where is that window? Oh, there it is. Give me a moment. The DM is doing something. Shit. Not what I meant to click. Not what I meant to click at all.
It becomes a Wizardmon from Final Fantasy.
We're super productive.
He becomes the wizard from Final Fantasy. That's so cool.
Yeah, I
You're
live
a
in
wizard,
one.
Harry.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard.
But he really becomes Wizardmon?
Yep.
I guess so. This is
What?
this
That's one of the lines for Fmon.
Digimon.
Were you talking about? I thought who becomes BLs?
Ah, shit.
It's also Digimon.
That was one of the paths.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, he gets there from Wizardmon.
Oh, yeah.
Manage audio.
Hello?
Give the DM
Hello.
a bump. Ah, shit, I did it again.
Oh, hello, Cyril.
Hey, Cyril.
Hey, Sarah.
We just finished the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Question 0 session. And the DM is doing one final thing before we wrap it up.
Is this a separate continuity or is this tie into the campaign?
Hold that thought. We have to play the ending theme first.
It's very important.
So, brought into the digital world, Tony has made an invaluable friend, one like none he has ever met before. Brought into the human world, Ifman has found a new life he had never imagined, with the agreement that they would never read each other's minds. The two have decided that they're going to stick with each other, stick together, and see where this digital destiny leads them. With that, we wrap up the first, well, not quite first, I suppose, but the before first, the pre-episode of Digimon Present Paradise. I would be delighted if you would have joined me once again. And so, now we can ask questions. Let me turn off the stream first.
If it's once every 1,000 years, how does that work when technology has only been around for about 60 years?
So, I suppose, hold on.